is the mic at the back.
Alright, as usual, we're going to give our praises to Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahushai, Waha, Raka, Wadash.
God bless to the elders and apostles in Israel who rule and teach well, the Akim to the eyes and wise, and those who should be those in truth and sincerity.
That's right.
The brothers and sisters in the truth. Alright, bravo.
Shalom.
No, what's going on? Get it together, man.
Yeah.
What did you want?
Alright, okay, go to 2 Corinthians. Let's start that way. And then obviously you go into it, when we talk about the next thing will be blessing in the kingdom and this and that. You get what I'm saying? So we can bring it out, but let's bring it out.
2 Corinthians 2 with what verse?
2 and 11 after that.
Right, this is the 2 Corinthians.
Yeah, do you think, man?
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2.
Louder, you have to be loud because
This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. And it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Alright, so lest Satan should get an advantage on us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And right now, as we speak, Esau is creeping on us. Alright?
And just to add to what the brother said, the word ignorant, it means to be unlearned.
Not to know about what's going on, because a lot of people don't know what's going on. You know, as I'm having conversation with people during the week, wherever I go to work or wherever, a lot of people took the vaccine. A lot of people took the vaccine, man. You know, like, because all over the place they have like a place for vaccine where you can go and do the vaccination. And I work at one of the places. Listen, I'm talking about easily 500. If you go to Thomas and Guys Hospital, easily 500 people on a daily, man, taking the vaccine. Alright, so Esau is really bringing the A game now.
That's right.
And then how he's gonna get us? He's not gonna get us, well, because right now there is a group of people who don't want to take the vaccine. How is he gonna get them now? Well, in Israel right now, to speak, so we got something you call the green pass, which is something you need to go to travel. You need to go to cinema. You need to go to the restaurants, so on and so forth, man. And this guy, the Prime Minister of Israel, he was like, okay, so that's the future now. And he said, believe me, few countries are working on few countries are working on it. You go UK. Because UK and America, these people are working together.
That's right.
Israel, UK, and America. So whatever's happening in Israel, best believe it will touch down in the UK. So this is what we're supposed to really, brace ourselves, to welcome. Like we're gonna have now to learn to increase our faith, because very soon they will ask us, obviously I know like the brother was in there. Fear the Most High. GMS. Yeah, GMS. Yeah, the central. I don't know. What's his name? Rahman. Yeah, he was giving us a game about how you can actually, go against your employer if they want to vaccinate you, especially if you were employed before previously, because depending on what your contract says, you can actually go against that. But that's because right now it's at that level is the employers. But wait until the government make a law to be vaccinated.
And then it becomes mandatory.
Then it becomes mandatory.
This is where they're headed, because their whole point was to have everybody vaccinated by a certain time period.
That's right.
So I'm surprised when brothers say, oh, you know, the mark of the beast is this and that. Look, right there, man, the Bible says, well, we should learn how to measure the time. And when you measure the time, you can understand, I can easily say that this is the early steps for the mark of the beast.
Beginning of sorrow.
Beginning of sorrow. So if look, it's the same thing as people telling me I can't buy nor sell, all right, unless I got the chip. What's the difference between that and this and that? What's the difference between the mark of the beast, the chip, and the green pass or the V19 passport? What's the difference?
Because what they'll try
It's the same thing in a way. Hey, it's the same thing.
They'll try and put it all onto the chip. At this moment in time, they're doing it on individual platforms. Yeah, but there's going to come a time when they're going to say, well, you know what, it's easier if you have your records all in one place, in a single chip, that they can, you know, read. And read that again, my friend.
It's the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 2 and verse 11. And it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
What do they do over here? Over here they're trying to say, well, we're not going to make it mandatory. But if you look at what's happening abroad now, you've got these other countries that say, yeah, you need the green pass to come into our country. So now if you want to fly out, you're going to have to get it. You know, so they'll be saying, well, you know what, it's not us that's putting it in. But if you want to go, you have to get it. So it's just another way of doing the same thing. You know, very sneaky.
All the companies. You know, how do you say plane companies or aviation? Aviation companies, they're working on that as we speak.
That's right.
All the airlines are working on that right now. For you to move to the next country now, you will need to present a passport, a V19 passport, and that's a fact. All right. So right now, we look. 1 year ago we were talking about it. We were like, it wasn't too far-fetched, but we were talking about like not fantasy, but it was purely prophecy. But now the prophecy is manifesting, man. You can just see it right now, right around the corner. Bring it out.
This is on Proverbs chapter 11. Proverbs chapter 11, verse 18.
Bring it out.
The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward.
That's right.
Says the wicked, read that again, Robert Shaw.
Proverbs 11, verse 18. The wicked worketh a deceitful work.
And who's the wicked? When you read the scriptures, let's know that Esau is a wicked.
That's right.
That's who's ruling in this day and age.
Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, this is why you have to trust in the scriptures, because they're faithful and sure, man. The word of the Most High is tried. So, read that proverb again.
Proverbs 11 verse 18. The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness,
Says to him that soweth righteousness, those that have fear in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai and doeth his will. That's us sowing righteousness. Exercising faith in the Most High. Go on.
right? The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward.
Sure reward, because you know, if you die in this truth, it doesn't matter what happens to you, because you know that you're going to be in prison to everlasting life and everlasting salvation.
That's right, that's right.
Proverbs 12 and 5. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit.
The counsels of the wicked are deceit, and that's what Esau is bringing, a lot of deceit. It's not coming plain. Yeah, when you read about serpent in the garden, what did he say? It's more deceitful than any other beast of the field. And this is what Esau does. He comes deceitful in the way he brings out his stuff. You know, trying to make you feel like, well, you're the one that made the choice, when he's always steering you to that. You know, bringing out these big passports, getting the companies to be the ones that say, well, you know what, you have to be vaccinated. He's not telling you directly, he's putting it on others. And that's the way he's trying to force you into this thing. You know what I'm saying?
Revelations 12 verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which
does what?
Which deceiveth the whole world.
Everyone is deceived. Unless you're in this truth, you're deceived, you're blind.
Also, I want to add up something. You know, when they say the red dragon, right? We know about the red dragon, but how many people know about the red dragon? People don't know about the red dragon. They don't know who he is. That's why these things happening, because they need to read that one. Read the one that you have.
Yeah, this is the book of Second.
That's why this has to happen. That's why we having people now. They're like, yo, what's going on, man? What about this vaccination and things like that? Something ain't right. People somewhat are starting to realize, what's going on. They're starting to realize that something ain't clicking right. Something ain't right there. Someone is taking the mic, like I said. But that's because this prophecy is being manifested. Read that.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, and verse 3. Let no man deceive you.
Let no man deceive you.
By any means.
By any means.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
All right.
And
falling away first. You know what it means. All right, falling away even in the truth, even in when I say falling away, there will be a lot of people going, astray. People embracing the evil nature, and also a lot of people in the truth. There will be a lot of fallout.
That's
people
right.
Because this is the time now.
They'll be bugging out.
And brothers bugging now in the truth.
Bug out.
But listen, the most I will expose all things, man. The most I will expose, as the devil is being exposed, a lot of brothers will be exposed.
That's right.
That's why right now, we have to be sincere in how we walk and how we worship the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. This is not play game. Because don't think that the Most High will just expose Esau and he's not gonna clean up house.
He starts with us first. He starts with us first.
I know. You don't read it.
Yes.
He's using Esau to clean up house.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, read it.
Yeah. So let me read it over again. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be
That man of sin.
the son of perdition.
Son of perdition, man. All right, who is the son of perdition? I remember Christian was like, the Antichrist shall come. The whole time the Antichrist is there, the Antichrist system, it's a system. All right, it's a system. But ultimately, the Antichrist is who? It's Esau, man.
That's right.
They haven't been teaching us that reality in churches and everything. But in this truth, you'll be able to know. And that's why we have an obligation and duty to enlighten our people, man. These times are supposed to happen.
Antichrist is anybody that's against
I'm a triad.
volume of this book, really. That's the spirit of Antichrist.
But he is.
But the system that really runs it is Esau.
What is gonna say here?
Just the bottom line, just like what Rob said about the Christian church is always looking for the Antichrist. They don't realise that they've infiltrated the church. One place where you wouldn't look, because you think these people have studied the Bible and they know, but they've infiltrated. He have already infiltrated them. It's already amongst them. Their congregation, the Roman Catholic Church, their priests and all their bishops, they are them. They're the ones working against, because they don't teach no laws, no statutes, no commandments.
Yeah, so the man of perdition is being revealed, man. What's his name? That guy, that demon, what's his name? MK. That come on camera, on TV, and say what he say. You got what's his name? The prime minister of this country, who, while having his discourse, have like a slip of the tongue and say the virus is in the vaccine.
Yeah.
So you see, that's how the Most High exposes,
That's
these
verbatim,
people,
by
man.
the
The Bible said they're going to make their own tongues fall upon themselves.
But this time was supposed to happen. So now people starting to see, and a lot of Hebrew Israelites, a lot of blacks and Hispanic, they see what's going on. That's why a lot of them are not taking this vaccine. But now what's going to happen? They're going to have to force it on us. So we have this situation happen, and we have now Jacob trouble, which is right at the door, because they're going to persecute us. All right. So we need the faith that we never had before, man. We need the most. That's why he said, and when I come, will I see faith?
That's right.
Because very soon they're going to ask you, if you're not taking this, all right, you're not working. If you don't take that vaccine, you're not doing this, you're not doing that. And that's why I suspect they're opening it up this summer for people to have their fun and everything. And once the season changes, talking about September and that, they'll come up with something again, man. And this time, that's when they're going to put a game. Because now,
turning the screw.
they're going to say, listen, yeah, they're going to say, we gave you some freedom, but you didn't pay attention. You didn't really do what you have to do. So now, now you need the vaccine, or you ain't doing nothing.
And they even say,
you ain't doing nothing.
that South African strain, they're saying they found one,
they're always finding something. They're always.
Listen, you've got to say something to justify your actions.
That's right.
You know, it's just that simple.
Right.
So we need your faith, man.
They mention Antiguan strain as well.
Oh,
seriously?
Antigua.
What about the Brazilian? Is he gone? Because the Brazilian was there. Is he gone now? Man,
they're going to have a strain for every country. So you're going to hear the West Indian strain, the West African,
the Jamaicans, and the Nigerians, and all. They all say that one is the cousin of the Ebola. Listen, these people, man. Oh, you see that? The Ebola coming back. When is it coming back, though?
When they
You know what I'm
release it.
saying?
Yeah, when they release it. Yeah. Exactly that, yeah.
They release it.
Who has something to read?
Yeah, I wanted to read verse 4. Verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God.
And that's what Esau does. He exalts himself above everything. It's like the abomination that goes on in this kingdom. Yeah, it's contrary to what the Most High wants.
That's right.
Esau promotes all of these things. And then he sets himself up as the Most High.
That's right.
In image and in the laws that he plays out.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? He says he exalts himself. So this is what we do. You know, we come out here to warn our people and those who don't want to hear.
But they're not even listening to us.
You know what? That's
Look
not
at us.
That's not our fault.
Like in a corner, you know, people that they're walking by, they're not even stopping.
That's down to
say,
them.
I'm going to listen. And that's how you know that a lot of people will be destroyed when that destruction coming. And I believe Brixton, the people, the souls that come to Brixton are so wicked that the most I place that, place the company. Just so you can link it down. Because now they don't have any excuse for the time come. Because we've been there for how long now? Us, we've been there for a year, but brothers been there, you know, more than a year, you know, Church of Yahweh that were there forever. These brothers were there at some point. So Brixton been having prophet, man, to warn them, but are they taking heed? They're not.
But you know what the problem is? Is our appearance. We don't look godly or priestly. You know, we don't fit the 400-pound suits and the Gucci shoes.
We don't fit the narrative.
We have to stick to prophecy. The Bible
That's
says
right.
we're going to wear garments of sackcloth.
That's
What
right.
do you want us to do? We're going to wear what we wear.
That's the
We
point.
believe in the Most High, but the Most High made it a stumbling block because that's how I know that the Most High is terrible. Because who is to say that actually? That's what when they say, "Oh, we're coming to evangelize." No, you can't change the soul because everything is predestined. All right, the elect will come, hear it, and it will be music to his ears. But most people they ain't gonna hear it because they're predestined for destruction.
This true faith for everybody.
That's what
That's the long story. Who's meant to hear the most? I will draw them to the word, isn't it?
Psalm 64. Psalm 64.
Yeah, so this is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I start again at verse 4. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, Yahweh power, all that is worshipped, so that he as God, false God by the way, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
And the thing is, when we come out here, true, most people don't want to adhere to what we're saying. They think that we're chatting foolishness. Jump to verse.
I want us to talk about that before, man. That's powerful, bro.
Yeah, but it's going to go in because remember, those people that don't want to adhere to this word, the Most High has a trick back for them anyway.
Yeah. Who opposes and exalts himself? Look, right now, what is Esau trying to do? Esau trying to be God. Because by controlling you, he's God. look, if he knows where you're going, he knows your whereabouts, he knows everything about you. Right now, he's doing a test with the vaccine, and very soon, for some reason, the economy right now is moving to the digital one. Right now, it's all about the bitcoins and things like that. So they're moving slowly but surely to the digital one. So people now can move into the cashless society.
That's right.
You got a smart city. I was watching a little documentary about China, how they work out the smart city, how the concept about it. It's about controlling people.
That's right.
That's what he's trying to do. Read that again. Who opposes and exalteth himself above. Read it.
Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God,
Right.
or that is worshipped,
I get Isaiah 14.
so that he, as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is
in
God.
the temple of Yahweh.
That's right.
All right. He said when you read Genesis 27 and 40, he was saying that. I don't know if Genesis actually. He's saying that I'm gonna wait until my dad dies, and I'm gonna go against my brother Jacob. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And that's what he's trying to do right now. And what did he say, bro? Can you read that Isaiah 14, man? Somewhere where he said, and I would exalt myself, and I would seek on high.
Oh yeah. This is Isaiah chapter
Because we need to
14
understand
and verse.
what Esau is doing right now, man. We need to really have the revelation of what he's doing. Esau is no dumb, man. Esau want to sit as God before he goes out. He want to take most of you with him.
Because he knows he's
All
going.
right? He knows his spot.
knows he's
Esau is
going.
not going without a bang.
But he ain't going without fight.
That's one thing about Esau.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it out.
Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 14 verse 12.
Yeah.
And it reads, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. How
When it
art
says falling from heaven, that's falling from that higher state. Because religion had added that he was in heaven, the angels then was fighting,
bring that
and the
down.
Most High kicked him out. That's not the case.
That never
How art
happened.
thou fallen, like Lucifer, that just means light bearer. That wasn't even translate. That's what, like that in the Greek, they didn't in the Hebrew, they didn't translate it into English. They just left it as Lucifer. So, and the real light bearer really is Yahweh Shai. Come on, my brother.
I'll take it from verse 12 from the top.
The point is in 14, but you can.
Yeah, I'm going to read down into it. Yeah. How art thou fallen from heaven, O
Yes, I'm
Lucifer,
saying, how did you fall from that higher state that you're in? You know, that rulership position.
son of the morning? How art
But
thou...
he sets himself up as the light bearer. Everything that he brings out is trying to be that light to the people. And our people are falling. It's a flashlight he's giving you.
But the
There's no
real
proper light.
light bearer is Yahweh Shai. We don't know that. And that's how you know. And that's the reason why when you see that white image of that right. When you see that white image, it's a very deep one, you know. It's something where he's saying to you,
I'm the light.
you're the real Yahweh Shai, the light bearer. I'm putting myself now as the light bearer.
That's right.
All right, and that's what they did. Because image, what do they say about image? It speaks 1,000 words.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, you can manipulate people. Yeah, bring yours out. You want to bring it out now?
This is Psalms 119 verse 130.
Bring it out.
The entrance of thy words giveth light. It giveth understanding unto the simple.
And that's what we get from this word, man. Yeah? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You know what I'm saying? And Esau believed that he's that light bearer, like we're saying. Like what he tries to bring out is to make you think that, well, you know, he's the exalted one. The Most High put him in that position and gave him the power that he has. And he's getting above himself. So this is why he's asking, how art thou fallen, O Lucifer?
Psalms 119 verse 105. Thy word is a lamp unto my feet and a light unto my path.
That's why the scripture says, Proverbs 3 and 5, you know, trust in the Lord with all thine heart. Because this word is what's going to guide us, that's going to keep us safe. It says wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of thy time.
That's right.
Where we getting the wisdom and knowledge from?
Yeah, but the point is, Esau, which is Lucifer in that case, is not a light bearer.
No.
But a lot of our people think that Esau is a light bearer, and Esau is not. The real light bearer really is Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
Because he's the word, he's the lamp He's the one that we need. That's the reason why they replaced him in this society, and that's the reason why our people are into churches and that, because they want to make sure that our people don't find a way to the kingdom. All right, bring it out.
The precept. Now, just what the brother was just talking about a minute ago, how they set themselves up as the light bearer. And now it's going to even tell you in this scripture. This is 1 Maccabees chapter 3 verse 48. And it reads, and laid open the book of the law.
Now, taking the scriptures, like we say, making himself to be something that he's not.
Yeah, and he says, and laid open the book of the law. Which book of the law? The Bible that we're holding in our hands, the scriptures. And I'll read on. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images.
Now they're making themselves the light bearers, making themselves Yahweh Shai,
right.
Making themselves Yahweh, making themselves the children of Israel.
Let's analyze it for a few seconds.
Totally replaced.
They took the image of Yahweh Shai. That's one. Yeah, bring your hands up.
This is Proverbs 4 verse 18. But the path of the just is as the shining light that shineth more and more unto the perfect day.
And that's we're in the perfect day right now, because why? We're able, look, a few years ago I didn't know none of that. I didn't know nothing about all of that. Alright? But now we started to know why, because the perfect day has come. The day of us, the children of light, that day where we will be able to explain things and to expose the lie of Esau has come. You want to bring out the 19?
19. The way of the wicked is as darkness.
The way of the wicked is as darkness. And who's the wicked? We've already brought out who the wicked is. Yeah? Everything that he's trying to expose as light really is darkness.
No, everything that he's trying to expose as light
only leads to death and destruction.
That's right. Everything that he's trying to expose as light actually really brings you into darkness.
That's right.
Alright, because how come my people didn't even know the little dietary law? Like the little one. Yeah, Christ is black. So yeah, that's a good point. Because not only they're covered, alright, how King Amashiach, they made it look like some sissy. Alright? Second, our churches in Europe were blacks. What did they do? They proceed to iconoclasm, which is the whitewashing of our icons.
That's right.
That's that first Maccabee. You see, they consolidated the book and it went for us. So what they do, and then after that, they took our identity.
That's right.
To the point where you got brothers coming against us saying that we're African, we're not Jews, the Jews are this and that, but you are the real Jews, but you're calling yourself an African.
That's the red state.
Come on, man.
This is on Luke 12 verse 35. Let your loins be girded about and your lights burning. And ye yourselves like unto men that wait for their Lord, when he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open unto him immediately.
Good point the brother brought in that verse. It says that wait for the Lord. A lot of our people are impatient. They don't want to wait on the Most High. You want to get up and do your own thing. Like where's them brothers that was trusting in the infant?
What are they?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
That's the light they were looking. You know what I'm saying?
One more.
1 Thessalonians 5 and 5. Ye are all the children of light.
That's right. We are the children of light.
And the children of the day, we are not of the night, nor of darkness.
And a lot of our people love that darkness. Amongst my people I found wicked men.
That's right.
So you don't want your deeds to be exposed. This is why we're out here exposing the wickedness of our people and the wickedness of Esau. Like the brother read, the man of position must be revealed.
And the word darkness, when you look it up, it means ignorance of the Most High, truth, moral stupidity,
That's right.
and immorality.
That's right. That's darkness, man. Our people, look around you, man.
Also, I
Look
love
around you, man. Darkness. Even when we come in the truth, we love darkness, man. That's why there's all those beefs among brothers and that. We're supposed to be truth, but yet we love darkness. We're not darkness. We need to come out. Obviously, we were born in these systems, so you grew up. Even at school, they teach you that darkness is a good thing.
Right. Therefore, let us not sleep as others do, but let us watch and be sober. For they that sleep in the night.
It says, let us watch and be sober. What did you do at the first time? Maybe the time diligently.
Be a watchman.
Yeah, be a watchman. And that's what we're sent to be. To be a watchman. It says, give them warning. So for those who, some of our people are going to heed the warning. A lot of our people ain't.
So it said, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night.
And what they're drunken on, it's not no NSC or nothing. Is that doctrine? That's right. Esau's doctrine. Yeah, you know what? If you get a Maxim passport, you can now go on your holiday. Remember, get that suntan that you wanted. All that foolishness.
Because it tells you in Revelation 17 that in her hand was a cup full of abominations.
That's right.
And the cup is full of wine.
That's right.
And it's made all the people drunken in the ways, the conversation of this present world. That's what the people they were drunk on. That's why you see them walk past. Because they think that this house will continue forever. That's their inward thoughts. But we're here to tell them listen, the Most High has indicated signs that indicate the end of this Babylonian issue.
That's right.
No, there's more than that.
But let us who are of this day be sober.
Let us who are of the day. That's what we need to be. Those light, like the scripture says, let your light so shine before men.
That's right.
Yeah? If you don't want your light to shine, that's because you're wicked, man. Yeah?
No one that needs to be wicked.
Go read that.
Putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation.
That's right. This is This is John chapter 3. And I'll start 18, it says, he that believeth on him is not condemned. Yeah, speaking about Yahweh Shai. He that believeth not is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of the Most High. And this is the condemnation. So our people are being condemned. Yeah, why are you being condemned? It says that light is coming to the world, and men love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And that's a lot of our people, man. Amongst my people I found wicked men. Same thing in the old times, same thing today. A lot of our people are wicked because the deeds are wicked, man. That's why you don't want to be reproved. That's why you're going to get... Yeah. Read verse 11. Because you're wicked, this is what the Most High has for you.
This is the book of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 11. And for this cause, God Yahweh shall send them strong delusion.
Yeah, man, the Most High is going to put you in the trick back, man. Because we don't want to walk in that light.
That they should believe a lie.
Yeah, man, take the vaccine. The rates are going down now. The rates was always low in the first place. 99.8% recovery rate.
That's right.
Yeah, low mortality rate overall when you go on the government website.
That's right.
This is a non-high consequence infectious
That's
disease.
right.
It's on their website.
Basically, it's a flu.
Yeah. Now, there's been no cases of flu this year. Why is that?
Because they're all listed as COVID.
Yeah, the Most High.
Just COVID.
Yeah, he's put you in a strong delusion, man.
Come on. That they all might be damned.
That's right.
Who believe not the truth.
He didn't want to believe in Yahweh Shai.
God. But had pleasure in unrighteousness.
Yeah, you wanted to walk in darkness, man. You didn't want that light.
That's right.
No, I want to go back to it. Can we go back to Isaiah 14? Because we're talking about how Esau wanted to, sit down as God. And that's why I say the reason why the program of vaccination is taking place. You see, Esau deals with gradualism, all right? So he starts from point A, and then he goes to point B. The real game is the microchip. Real game. And how do I say that? Because right now it's effective in Sweden. All right, it's effective over there, man. All right, but that's the Most High. That's the Most High, man.
But we just read it.
That's the Most High. Read it out.
I'll take from the top again. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. Where it reads, How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground? Which did...
Sorry, and with that, it's letting you know that this kingdom is going to be destroyed. It says, how art thou fallen to the ground? So it's not going to be there forever.
That's why I'm reading that.
I know.
So I'm reading that. I'm just showing the people that this is the plan, and that's why people need to have faith, because when you understand how the Most High operates, you will understand that these people are strong as they look, as mighty as they present themselves.
The scripture said, one's going to come against you from far with a fierce countenance.
With a fierce count, exactly.
Yeah, that's right. But ultimately,
From the lands of the north.
ultimately, it's Yahweh who employed them
And you know,
for.
people in this straight, I'm going back and forth with this dude. I'm just wasting my time reading. But he's saying, prove to me your God exists. And I'm thinking, if I have to prove to you that my power, I said to him, I said to him, the basics of me proving to you that the Most High exists is above your understanding.
And then also, we are people of faith.
That's right.
All right, we don't have time to. Yeah, we don't have time to prove to people. You know, we can do that, but we ultimately we are a people who believe that. All right, the people that they call aliens. Yeah, the thing that they call aliens, which are the angels,
That's
who
right.
come through what they call UFO, we call chariot,
That's
to
right.
save the elect.
That's right.
We believe that they will come and take over everything, that will destroy the wicked. We believe that we'll be protected in our temptation which is coming. We don't have to, we don't prove it, we just have faith, because we know.
But you know what? It's not a blind faith, my brother.
Yeah.
Our faith ain't a blind faith.
But that is blind to them.
Well, the reason why I say it's
Yeah,
not a blind faith.
Sorry, it's hidden to them.
Because-
It's hidden to them.
Because we know what prophecy.
Yahweh will send
There's
them
so many. This will always be a walk of faith. But there's so many prophecies that strengthen your faith. It's like, come on, man.
It's not for them. Ask me to read it. Let's
Yes,
go.
Yeah,
Can I just bring
yeah,
up?
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
So
bring it up.
basically, the answer to how do I know there's a God is because we're still here. Because if there was not a power, there would not be.
That's why.
That's why I said
That's
the
why.
basics is too
That's
deep.
why I say when people come against you from now on,
Yeah.
if someone tells you, prove to me that, say, listen,
I know that you love
I have
it.
faith in God.
That's right.
Unless you have faith, you wouldn't understand that.
That's
So let's
right.
stop the whole debate. Because
That's
I'm
right.
a faith-based person.
That's right.
All right?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, bring it.
This is Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time,
Right.
but the end it shall speak and not lie.
Now, ain't these visions speaking?
No, they're not speaking, they're running. They're rapping.
That's right.
They're doing concerts. They're on tour right now.
You know what I'm saying?
They're speaking and not lying. It's always talking about let not be incredulity.
That's
on
right.
them that don't believe, man. You know, because the Most High has appointed a mass majority of people to unbelief.
That's
That's
right.
their portion.
That's
Hey,
right.
that's why we have a
That's right.
we have a two-third.
That's right.
If you make scientific calculation, the two-third is 66.6%. And that's why
right.
they're taking the vaccination easily. Because even that vaccination, what's the code? Isn't it the 666
For Corona.
Yeah,
Yeah, 666 in there.
Yeah, you put out one of these.
Hebrew now.
Yeah, sorry, it's like
Yeah,
rather
read it. It's like that, always.
we'll get to the end eventually. This is
those who
Isaiah.
persevere until the end, them shall be saved.
Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nation?
How did
That's
he
right.
weaken the nations? With his wide, his doctrines, his philosophies.
Right.
Yes. His Maxine passport, his Roman Maxine. You know,
He weakened the word with his ways, his philosophy, his educational system. All right, because if you go to West Africa, a lot of people want to go. A lot of our people, they want to go uni. They want to work for East. They can't wait. Look, the definition of making it in West Africa for the most part, especially families, is going to the white man university, getting there, coming back, getting the best job in the white man in international company, which is like, you know, ruled by the, you know, run by the white man. And so basically, what you do, you perpetuate. You're making the white supremacy strong. That's what you do.
No other way to perpetrate that lie of theirs, because they make their qualifications to be
higher.
If you got their qualification, no matter where you go, their qualification will hold you in good stead.
Look, it's easy. What do they do? West African, what do they do? Your child is born in France. Like, so those are money. Either they send them over here. Like if I have money, I send my wife to give birth here, or in France, or in America.
Exactly.
So now the child has, this is what happened to me, though. This is exactly what happened to me. So normally, I was supposed to come here again. When I came here, I'm French. I'm in Paris. I'm doing my and I go back.
Yeah.
And as a French guy, what happened is that when I go there with a French passport, the job that I'm getting, serious money making jobs,
You got Esau's life.
But what do you do? What do you do? Exactly. What do you do? Perpetrate Esau's system. That's how it is. That's how we do it.
But even something even simpler than what my brother just brought out. Look at even something simpler like a driver's license. Notice how a British driving license you can go anywhere and drive. Like other countries, you can only drive for a period, and then you must take the test under their system.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah, that's just okay. So that's how they weaken the people by lying to them.
Yes.
They weaken them by going and saying they go to Nigeria and Ivory Coast or even Jamaica. Because what the people don't know, Bill Gates was the one who financed the last prime minister, the one who won. He finances the whole campaign.
You know what he's doing?
All right.
For you to go from there to over here, you have to pay £210 to get your vaccine. To come back over here from Jamaica.
Oh, you have to pay.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? So what he did is that what they do, they'll go over there, like if it's in Africa, they will say, yo, you need money to do this, to build roads, to build things, give it the money. But they know that they won't be able to pay because after 6 months now, they'll up the interest. So after a while now, when people struggle to pay, they'll say, don't worry, I know you can't pay. We want to privatize all the companies. So the company that belongs to the country, they will make this company theirs. Now they're owning.
Yeah.
The fruit of thy labors. So the nation is now know it's not eating.
Oh yeah, Carrier. So that's how you know that Esau is Esau. Because when you look around, the Arab didn't do that. Obviously the Arabs do it. Now the Chinese do it. But who is the master at it? Who been doing it forever? Esau. All right.
But even when you go back to Job 9 and 24, like the brother read, the Arabs ain't putting up an Arab price.
Exactly. Chinese ain't putting up.
You know what I'm saying? So there's just little things like that. You know what I'm saying? Go on.
Yeah, verse 13 of Isaiah chapter 14, and reads, For thou hast said in thine heart, this is what you have said.
That's that pride of Esau.
That's right, and what you have done. And it reads,
And a lot of our people get caught up in that same pride of Esau.
Even when they're in Jamaica or in West Africa, if you go to school, just going to school, you pick up that vibe anyway.
Once you go to school, just
we are.
yeah, verse 13 from the top again, and it reads, For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
That's right, and that's the
Precept.
That's the point. I will ascend in heaven. And we talk about heaven. It talks about what? The rulership, man, the throne. The rulership and the throne, man. All right, that's what Esau wanna do, man. He wanna control. He's not happy with that. You have to understand. Money is nothing for Esau now. The elite, money is nothing. They're done with generation wealth.
That's a boss, yeah.
What they want now
Supreme
is the
control.
God status.
that's the point.
All right, they want the God status. This is where they're going now. Before obviously
The blessing, the total control,
they want to be able to make sure that
forever. That's why you got that Elon Musk and that foolishness he's doing. The AI Where the man, the machine. Yeah. They want to, like the brother said, that's a good point. They want that God status.
They want that God status. Now read it out.
They even do surveillance.
that line you just said?
Yes, on Earth and they're working to tighten surveillance.
Yeah, but that's
So you want to put surveillance in your houses. Nanobots into your.
And the smart city is so deep. The smart city is like, if they don't like you, they can make you an outlaw if they want you. But they can systematically make you an outlaw.
That's what they're doing. They're trying to push the same way they kind of like gentrification, how they smartly push Jake out of certain areas in London. The same way they're starting to start pushing people out of society when they don't take the microchip, when they don't accept certain ways.
And with that smart city thing there, you got the Internet of Things. Then you got the Internet of Bodies, which is just the next step up. And that's like using machine the technology mixing with you. Like even aunt, you know, like you get the aunt implants. That's a part of the Internet of Bodies. Because it's that technology now they're incorporating in you. They're trying to do the neuro thing where those that's got certain disabilities, that's all gaining, that's that godlike status, man, that is looking.
So money is not, so that's why they've been giving money to Jake right now. That's why they've been giving money to the Jay-Z, they're giving the billionaires. I say, take the money. We'll take yours, we're bigger than that, take the money, because the money is going to make you only a materialistic God. We want to be God over people. You see, when you're God over people, it's a different ball game. That's where they're going with this, you know.
Revelation 13 verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men.
That's that godlike status.
That's that atomic bombs. Okay, bombs, man. Making fire come down from heaven. Okay. Let's say, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles.
You notice that word keeps coming out, that deceive. Yeah, that's what he does, man. Deceive.
And that's Esau's power.
That's right. Esau does nothing without deceiving people. And even him being able now, what he's going to now, he's going to, because a lot of people, like I say, a lot of people are thinking about seeing why, because he make it in a way where you have to take it, because otherwise you won't be able to function in this society.
That's right.
That's deception.
That's right.
Because you're supposed to give people the right of movement or choosing whether they want to be vaccinated or not. But since he can't make it mandatory, well, he'll make it mandatory in a sleek way. In a sleek way.
All right? And Esau's the devil, man, because he's used music. He's even used music to like change people, man, like change men, our way of thinking, how we're supposed to perceive one another. You know what I'm saying? Making the music all about sex and everything like that.
That's the reason why
making these women into like thoughts and everything like that. They're not supposed to be doing that. That's why I was just talking about being drunk. Our people are drunken by the ways of Babylon. That's right. You know what I mean? But also with technology, here's how he's getting people to worship the image of this beast. You know what I'm saying? One of the first laws of his commandments is that no other gods before.
And what's he trying to do? Set himself up as God, man.
It's the most high. You know what I mean? So this is and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles. Because which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. So this is the revival of Rome, okay? Because it was Rome that received that deadly wound, and now it's been healed during the time of the Renaissance period up until this present time. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. That's right. So that time is coming. The time is coming where Esau's going to start taking away the rights of the people to live, to go about your daily detention camps, concentration camps, putting people to death for not accepting this new world order. Alright?
Well, we're ready, man. Finish it now. Finish it.
Read it again.
Yeah, this is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 13. And it reads, for thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
Right, precept. So this is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, and verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee.
That's why he thinks that he's God, then they're trying to get that godlike status, man. It's all pride. Yeah. And then it's the Most High that put him in that position. And one of the reasons why he put him in that position, because the scripture tells in Romans 9 and 17, that he raised up Pharaoh, so that when he brings him down now, that's right. There's only one power, man. You've got to realize that.
Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock,
Who's that?
whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart,
Pride as well. It says pride, isn't it? Big E, that.
Yeah. And it says, whose habitation is high. Who likes these skyscrapers?
What is scripture saying?
But that precept is actually real because at some point in time, they used to be on higher places. They used to live in this cliff. And
Mount
you could
Seir,
actually see very high.
Focus Mountains, Petra.
And that's how you know that they always wanted to be God, because even you doing that, it's like they want to reach some sort of achieve some high. They want to feel high. So when they got the power, that's exactly what they did. They say, listen, we're going to replace everything and we're going to act like God. So this is where they're going with it.
That saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Right again. This is why. That's why when the brother started off, quickly read. You got more. You want to read on that?
Yeah, verse 4. Thou that exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou that set thy nest among the stars.
Look at that. It says, thou that exalt thyself as the eagle. They use the eagle on their symbol.
the emblem.
And then it says, read that bit again.
Thou set thy nest among the stars.
The same people who claim to have gone up to the moon, Apollo 11 in 1969.
Well, even that one, I don't, to be honest with you,
But
even,
like,
I know what you're saying, but that one, on a deeper level, it talks about the pride. When they say stars,
Yeah,
stars, the high level,
it's high. Yeah.
star level, and then also at a deeper level, the stars, when you read certain scriptures, it's about Israel, right? And he
we
always
are the
wanted
12
to take,
stars,
he always wanted to be above, the stars.
That's right.
And take over and sit down on the throne of the
That's
stars.
right.
So it talks about, altitude, like
Being up there.
trying to be high,
Be up there,
trying to be like God. And he said, "Go, you trying to be like that?" And look at the symbol, eagle. The ancient French, with Napoleon, he was eagle. The German Empire, eagle.
The Roman, eagle.
Spain, America, eagle.
But what is that bird record?
It's a prey, isn't it?
It represents
Two
it
things.
represents strength, power. I mean, but
And
the
it
eagle
flies high as
soars
well.
high, and his eyesight. See,
There you go.
it doesn't miss anything.
No,
And
it
when you
it
come,
represents
it's snatched.
power. It represents the bird of prey. Power. That's what that bird represents.
That's what
Vision,
Yeah.
because it's got excellent eyesight.
It represents his pride.
And it's lifted up. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, chest. Yeah, there you go. Can I finish it? Yeah. Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord Yahweh.
That's why when the brother read verse 12 again.
Verse 12. Verse 12. Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. But how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer?
Thence will I bring thee down. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's the heaven, that high status. Everything that he's building up, he's put himself up there. You know what I'm saying? You can jump back to it.
Yeah.
Back to verse 13.
Go to 14 and then.
This is Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 13, and it reads, For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Listen to this guy, man. Listen to this guy.
Now, this is raw. This is not serious. Read that part when he said, I will ascend, I'll be above the stars of Yahweh. Read that one.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. These propaganda, these machine that is on right now, these hidden agenda that Esau is on, let's believe that. The main part is against the children of Yahweh.
Yeah.
It's against us, man. Because like he said, I'm gonna go against Jacob, man. Once Daddy died, I'm gonna destroy this guy.
And in doing that, he's also trying to go against the Most High.
Well, he goes against the Most High. But that's the spirit, because even when they come,
Contrary
even when
spirit.
Yahweh comes,
They're gonna still gonna fight. Yeah.
Because that's the spirit that the Most High made it that way. Okay, he made it. He wanna have fun. He don't want to be bored. He wanna have fun.
You know when he got the cap and he's playing with the mouse.
I've actually seen a cat do that, you know.
Oh, that's what the Most High is doing.
All right, so he's trying to take over us. He's trying to, that's what like Jacob traveled, I believe, come through, the machination. I mean, the hour of temptation will be powerful as well. They will come against us, man. They will definitely come against us. But I would like to read something quick before you carry your hand. Read Psalm 64, because it's a faith thing, man. Like, we can talk about it. Yeah, 2 and 4, 2 to 4. Psalm 64, 2, start at 2 and finish at 4. So before you read it, right? The reason why I want to read it because, listen, we are dealing with an enemy, right? And that's,
don't realize it.
we are dealing with an enemy, man. Because right now he hasn't shown his honor. Very soon he will show it, man. It's not something to take lightly. This is something. Yeah,
I'm just going to discuss what you just said about the enemy. One thing about Jake, we think we got no enemies. We think we're good.
No,
It's all love, yeah.
our own people are our enemies.
yeah.
But that's what you say, yeah.
What he's saying is, we think that these other nations are not our enemies.
That's right.
Like you said, we're ready to go against our own people.
Yes.
But we're forgetting that the people, when you read Jeremiah 12:9 about my heritage is unto me like a speckled bird, and he said the bird round about are set to devour him.
That's right.
That's these people, man. These are the nation, man.
People make it even plainer. The Most High says, you're going to go in, therefore shall thou serve thine enemies. No, so he tells you.
Yeah, but you know what happened?
20,
You know what happened? Because he took off from the shop.
we were destroyed.
By them, so we don't realize that actually. Because there's people saying that I'm free. You remember that girl?
Yeah, I'm free.
Zaza said that she's free. Alright, she said that she's free now. But you're not free because, like your brother said, if you want to go right now, you need the big test or big vaccine to go to your country. Talking about I'm free. You're not free.
Psalm 64, verse 2.
Yes.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Hide me from what?
Secret counsel of the wicked.
Hey, that's the secret counsel, man. They've been starting it from Psalm
That's the Psalm 83, yeah.
Alright, they've been starting it for a long
hit
time.
this.
And right now, they're at the peak of it where they want to, this is the final now.
Finale.
So finale. So in the spirit now, the water is saying, hide me, man. So when we have to make prayer, when we to ask the Most High to really hide it, because it's about to be big. Look, we're not Superman, all right? Every day we wake up to go to work. We need that money to pay our bills. When that time comes, we don't have money because we refuse to take the vaccine. How are you gonna feel when your woman is all of it? Look, how is it gonna look? Just close your eyes and think about these things. It's not about you should pray that the Most High increase your faith in that time, because it's not as easy as you see it.
That's right.
This is the time to be. That's why when I see brothers going against brothers, I'm like, yo, that's no wisdom.
That's the wrong spirit.
When the day is good, you're all tough.
Yeah. You got that energy instead of taking the energy to really love me so I can love you, so we can have that energy so we can create.
Build together.
What happened to the disciples?
We all got.
What happened to the disciples? They went underground.
That's right.
They went underground, and they were tied. All right, they were tied. It's not magic, you know. If we don't practice, the catacombs.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, if we don't practice that unity, that loyalty, instead of bickering, instead of fighting against, beefing against each other, I think that's a lack of wisdom, because we don't understand what's coming, especially for us, the elect. Well, the hopefully elect, because very soon they'll be saying that we preachers of hate. All right, you will see this on the news. You never know. You never know. Say what?
Misogyny.
All right, so you see, and what is misogyny?
Coming in twos and threes.
Misogyny is basically like It's about the man and you know.
Oh yeah, the misogyny.
Women haters. Women haters.
I know, yes.
Exactly. Means he hates
So,
women.
but you can see that goes against our principles, right? Because they can say that alpha male, beta man, they can use anything, even the homophobic thing.
Yes, it means strongly prejudiced against women.
So wait a minute. So they say that misogyny is a hate crime.
They tried to make it.
Right. So what are homosexual people? Because they hate women though.
But they're the ones that
They don't hate women.
It's a sexual choice.
Choice.
But
Listen,
then
we
you got
all know that. Remember, this is how Esau is bringing it on the table.
Esau.
They say this misogyny is the hatred of contempt for or prejudice against women or girls.
And then they're bringing out that New York Assembly Bill A416.
Is that the one you brought?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? With that now, like, I've said it before, the way they're going to try and bring this thing is under the health and safety. You know what I'm saying? So now, you don't want to take the back seat. You're an issue to me. And you're an issue to the next person. So we have to quarantine you until we believe that you're safe.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
The health of other people.
That's that serpent
line.
man. Yeah, that serpent that was more conniving than any other beast in the field.
Yeah, so we better. I don't know how we're gonna do this because sometimes we say we love each other, sometimes we say this. I want to see when the time comes, right? I want to see how we're gonna prove to each other that we love each other and things like that.
That's the time of temptation.
Yeah, it's time of temptation. It's gonna be big, man. It's gonna be very big. So our brothers, brothers that are into betting, that's like betting the next brother and doing this and doing that. Nah, we gonna see, man.
That brother like that, he's not aware of the spirit because you understand you're still underneath the curses.
Yes, right.
So you got aware that's an evil spirit. So you got to fight against that.
Right. And also, we go all sometimes we go wrong, we go bad idea crossing your mind and things like that. But that's what brother say. You have to fight.
And the truth, this is why man's gonna get purged in the wilderness.
Yeah, but we're not in there yet.
That's right.
But we're not in that point.
We're not in that point yet, but
the thing
I'm
is,
just showing you
these
that
brothers will be a stumbling block unto us, man. These brothers will be the one that will be showing your yard to the next man. They'll be doing this and doing all sort of fucking. You know, this is big. That's what I'm thinking about. I'm sad. But a lot of us will go through the thing of Yahweh was betrayed. A lot of us will be betrayed, man.
Judas, he was
A lot
one
of
of the
us will be betrayed, man. This truth, man. I'm telling you. A lot of us will be betrayed.
Not just Judas.
Come on,
Not just Judas, because if one of your loved ones denies you, that's a
Judas.
betrayal.
Listen, loved one right now, we don't care about. When I said loved one, meaning like the people, our families and that, me personally, that make me laugh. Like, you can say that you love me and that I'll say, yeah, that's fine. Look, even if you ask me, I will give you look, I love you, but I know that I can't trust you. I know that for a fact. Yes, you're gonna sell me out. I'm talking about the brothers in the truth. I'm talking about for a brother in the truth to do you like that, that's a deep shit. But unfortunately, it will happen.
But yeah, it will.
We're gonna wait until the next properly. Don't worry, it's not gonna be ready. Alright, so read it, Anthony.
No, I thought it was
Psalm 64 and 2.
But it's not that
I
deep.
thought it was a pigeon.
Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked.
Secret council.
Yeah.
Because they're not doing this thing in the open. Like
It's covert. It's covert.
And they coined that word. Come on, my brother.
From the
the secret counsel of the wicked. So we've been talking about the wicked throughout. Yeah? Come on, my brother.
from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity.
Yeah, insurrection. They're rising up, man.
Verse 3.
It's okay?
Finish it out for us. Yeah, so
Verse 3. Who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
So you know that, like, what's the purpose of a sword and a bow? It's not like for your health or well-being.
Come on.
You know, yeah.
It's not